Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. If you don't mind, please allow me to rant and ramble a little bit. I was supposed to make this video almost a month ago, because it completely came and went, but, toward the end of October is usually I say usually, but it's like, I forgot the exact day, but around the end of October is the time where I started doing YouTube and, Let's Plays and whatnot. At this point, I think it's 13 years ago. Sounds kind of insane when you say it out loud, although I think I say that every single year. It's just when it comes out of my mouth, it's like, damn, okay. And, of course, you all know it's ingrained in me. It's something that obviously I still do because there's enjoyment, not only for myself, but seeing that you guys enjoy it and look forward to various projects that I cover and games and whatnot. So, Frank, that's still the reason why I do it. And I will also say, though, obviously, that it's been an incredibly difficult year for myself, and it's definitely put a lot of I don't know what you want to call it, strain, I guess, on myself and just my overall activities and whatnot. The idea of making videos and recording and streaming and whatnot was really not on my mind whatsoever, or like a foremost thing that I must do. I still do it, obviously. I'm recording Let's Plays. I try streaming, but suffice to say, the heart and mind is not really there. And I think that's I don't know, how do you want to say it? Like, I'm just losing my damn train of thought. It's a no-brainer that I would feel like that, obviously, with everything happening this year. Yeah, a lot of it does come, I think, not only because of the hardships I had this year, but because of so many years of doing this and how busy I've gotten in my own life. Whether it be, obviously focusing on my career, focusing on my relationships, family, friends, significant other. It's hard to find a balance with everything, especially something like this when it comes to running this channel and streaming and whatnot, because it's not it's not a source of income at all, really. Like, sure, there's some monetization, but it's nothing, really. And also, if we're talking about, like, analytics and things like that, yeah, I've known for the longest time that it's just been stagnant, and that also comes with time, because I haven't really been putting, the time I would like into various and other projects, and even thinking of moving away from Let's Plays and have the Twitch streaming be that portion of my content, and I do something different here, whether it be like videos focus more solely on, walkthrough type of things. And what I mean by that is like snippets, like not play a whole game, but like, hey, here's how to do this particular, achievement, trophy, or here's my thoughts on this, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's stuff like this I've wanted to do for ages, but with my personal obligations with family, friends, and whatnot, it's hard. It's really hard to find a time and a place to do so. So that's kind of why I wanted to make this video about, because I just want to, just let it out there. Just let you guys know how I've been feeling. I don't have any plans of stopping anything. Like, I really don't want to, because as much as, it's gotten stagnant, as much as busy as I've really gotten over the years, this is still something that's ingrained in me, and still something I'd like to do, because it still does bring joy, not only to you guys, but especially to myself. I like the idea of sharing my experiences with you all. It's just that I can't really do it in a feasible time frames, just because, work and family and friends, love, life, it's, like I said, it's rough. Like if you guys have noticed, like, I don't even upload on weekends anymore, just to kind of give myself a break, instead of having like a video every single day. It's like, like an hour or so videos, Monday through Friday seem to suffice. But even then, I'm still having a hard time trying to keep that schedule going, just because, sometimes I'm just simply not free. Like, for example, like right now, with my career, I'm part of a project that just takes up so much time. And, sometimes that's just a thing that happens. And that's adulting. That's life. This is my income. This is my, financial stability. And I love it. Of course it's not fun like playing a video game or something like that, but it's the responsible thing to do, right? So, and then, once again, with everything that's happened with me, this year, and to my family, with all of us still kind of, reeling back and thinking about what happened, and frankly, still grieving. It's still rough, and then not a day goes by that, that I don't think of my father, or, missing him, something like that. It's, like somebody told me, like, I think it's typical, like, oh, it comes in waves, becomes easier, perhaps. I mean, I really don't know, because for me, it doesn't feel like waves. It feels like a landmine. I can be fine one day, and then the next moment I'm just done for the day, like emotionally and sometimes even physically. Like, I just can't really function, and I just have to, step back. So with that, and trying to keep up with everything here, suffice to say, there is burnout, and I think that's common, frankly. Something else I, obviously on a serious note still, with all this happening and how I'm feeling and just overwhelmed with some stuff, I don't take this really lightly, but, I more than likely, I think it's easy to say that I am depressed. I say that jokingly, or I say it with a laugh, but that's just kind of how I am. Depression and burnout have really gotten a hold, and it's a matter of trying to figure out how to navigate everything. And quite frankly, I don't necessarily think it's anything new. One of the reasons why I even started this channel and Let's Plays and whatnot more than 13 years ago was, of course it seemed interesting when I saw videos of LPs, that previous summer of '09, and I'm like, I want to give that a shot, but, I was starting college, and, lots of new things was happening, and even back then, I wasn't really happy. So I used this as an outlet. And frankly, I still do. It really, in my opinion, it does help, to express myself and joke around. And, for a moment, there is that happiness. There's that joy in terms of, playing something and experiencing it and capturing it. But that doesn't always last. And that's what makes it rough, to still do this and try streaming and trying to handle various other things in my life. It's just a big smorgasbord of ugh. I think that's the best way to describe it. So yeah, I mean, I think it's fair that I share that with you all because it's reality. It's life. I know a lot of people come to these videos and to the channel as a form of escapism, because that's how I view gaming for me. I shouldn't even say gaming in general. It's like anything I enjoy, whether video games, movies, shows, anime, whatever. Whatever I try indulging to bring me some of that happiness. I always viewed it as escapism, to take me away from the crappy parts of life. Not all of it. I mean, of course, there's always gonna be ups and downs of life. That's just life. But all these things of entertainment, I can always rely on it to try making me a little bit happier. Does it always work? No. Sometimes not at all. And that's why I kind of mentioned the whole thing about depression, because as much as I would like to keep up with gaming news and I still get excited for things, and it's happened so many times, too much to even count, that I'll be staring at a game, or I'll be staring at a menu of oh, what should I play, and I just can't bring myself to do it. And it's weird. It's almost like there's a sense of guilt for trying to enjoy myself, if that even makes any form of sense. But those are the crappier days. Those are the days where I have a very long day at work, or I'm just overwhelmed with something else, or whatever it may be, and I should try, unwinding, try recording, try streaming, try doing this, try doing that, and I can't. I mentally can't get past it to enjoy whatever. So that's one of the major reasons why it's been difficult for me, especially this year, to bring out the projects I really would have liked. I mean, the thing is, I still have many, many, many ideas of games I'd like to cover, whether it be LPs or streaming, however direction I want to take this, but like I still have those plans. It's just I can't guarantee when those plans will be, actually conducted. I mean, I say it jokingly, but like something like the Great Ace Attorney, where that game came out, what is it, July of 2021, and we would joke around like, yeah, our schedules is rough, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it done like within the year. Like a year and a half passed, or close to it, and we're still in the process of recording Case 4 of the first game. And like, that's a whole different story as well, just because like so many life events have happened for us, and obviously both sad but also very happy. And I always say that we'll just get around to it when we can, and of course I know there's people watching this that only care about that, and that's entirely okay. I totally get it. That's what happens when you do a variety of different games. Some people are not going to like one thing, or they're going to like another, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I know I was going to ramble and rant a lot in this video. I guess I just really can't believe that it's been more than 13 years since I've decided to do this for you guys. And like I said before, I don't really have a plan to like stop or retire or anything like that. If anything, I'd like to branch out, as I mentioned before, like perhaps leave the LP style, videos, which really is all I do, but maybe transition that to streaming, whether it be on Twitch or YouTube gaming, because frankly that's really the market for it. It's almost like, yeah, if you do like Let's Plays like I do, and like have like hour-long videos, whatever it may be, and edit it, whatever, when you're relatively unknown, it's going to be hard for people to find you at that rate. But the ones who are well known and still do it, they're just going to get bigger. I mean, it's how YouTube works. But yeah, I mean, that's something I'll have to figure out eventually, and just take it from there. But like, it's also like I want to get back into the various things I was pursuing before. I mean, a big one being, voiceover. Now, I can readily admit that I didn't really take the huge steps into it to really start that path, but it's always been an interest. And, I do miss recording auditions and booking various things and being involved in various projects. Like it's awesome, and I like to see what I can learn. I like to see what I can do and how I can grow, and just kind of see what happens. Once again, I know that whole thing is very difficult to do, simply because of my life. Working a typical 9 to 5 and caring for my family, being there for friends, spending time with a significant other. It's hard. It's hard finding the time for everything, and trying to find that balance is, it gets overwhelming. which I think many of us can understand. And because I know if I don't find that balance, then it's not fair to myself, it's not fair to you all, it's not fair to the ones I love in my life, and just gotta figure it out. Oh, man. Yeah. So I do apologize for ranting and raving and whatnot and rambling. I just wanted to talk to you guys, frankly. I wanted to get this video out there just because, it's an anniversary video. But I want you guys to know how I am, how I've been doing, and how I've been holding up during both the good times and the bad. I'm not going to sit here and say that I am happy-go-lucky and life is amazing. I'd like to imagine that's hard for a lot of people to say. Everybody experiences hardships. But the point of life is to continue moving on, and a matter of getting back up and pushing forward. And God knows that's what I'm been trying to do. Some days I have great success, other days bunch of failure, but that's okay. I also can't promise to any of you when I'll feel back to 100% fully. Quite frankly, over these past 13 years, I don't think I ever was at 100%. But who can be, But a promise I want to make to not only you all, but really to myself, is that I will get better in all aspects. Of course, we're all still going to experience hardships and ups and downs of life because it's unavoidable. But, things can change. Definitely for the better. Something that I full-heartedly believe in is things always get better. Even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, it doesn't mean that it's not there. It doesn't mean that you'll never achieve it. No. Time and time again, I've been proven, that, or it's been proven to me that things get better. We just can't guarantee when it will. And see, frankly, recording this and just talking to you all, and it definitely does help me quite a bit. There's kind of a... not really sure how you want to put it. A sense of relief. A sense of... I guess relief. Just kind of talking about everything. And... yeah, I just, I really can't thank you all enough for all these years and of the support and the various friendships that I've formed over the years as well, and the bonds I've created. I wouldn't have done, I don't think I would have done anything differently. And I'll say, here's hoping for many, 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 many more great years ahead. All right. So, I think that's really all I have to say for the time being. Once again, thank you all for all these wonderful years of support. Stay tuned for whatever the hell I plan to do next, which is, at this point, continuing Somnium Files or Nirvana Initiative. I will start streaming God of War, don't worry about that. And eventually getting back to Greatest Attorney. But also the various other projects I have in mind. And just taking it from there. I love you all so much. And as I say now, please don't forget to spread that love around. Because God knows, especially with how the world is now, frankly how it's always been, but it just seems so much more now, so escalated. I think a lot of us need to hear that they are loved, and we're glad that they're there, and to always know that there's someone out there looking out. Have a wonderful day, everybody.